Hey everybody, happy, what's today? Thursday? I have no idea what day it is. Today is our last full day in Cancun, and I'm coming to you live tonight just before we go to dinner. Here's the view. Look at that. I don't know if you could see the color. The color of this water is like ridiculous. So anyway, I am coming to you live from our balcony before we go to dinner. With a few tidbits on success God's way. I'm going to try to keep the water in view because I know that's really why you're tuning in. You're not really tuning in to hear me. You're tuning in to see this incredible water. So a couple tidbits again from this book, Divine Direction, 7 Decisions That Will Change Your Life by Craig Groeschel. Why am I coming to you? So for those of you that don't know me, in case somebody shared this with you, my name is Erin Harrigan. I'm an entrepreneur and I am a business coach to entrepreneurs seeking to build a God-centered business. And I help entrepreneurs align their results with God's truth. So it's a little different way of looking at business, but it is a way that has really sprung forth from the experience that I've had, particularly in the last 4 years of my entrepreneurship. I am a brand ambassador for the health and wellness company Arbonne, and I also have a biotech consulting business. But I'm coming to you daily because there's a different way of looking at success, and that is success God's way. And so I'm coming to you tonight with a few tidbits from this, and I named this on a couple of the chapters. Hey, Julia, Start, Stop, and Stay, from the book that I showed you by Craig Groeschel. So a few things that I want to talk to you about super quick tonight that I just want to drop in your spirit, and that is that's from this book. All right. So first of all, these 7 decisions are so powerful, and the first decision is to start. And even though you may not like the plot of your story so far, with God's help, you can transform your story into one that you are not ashamed to share. You can start a new discipline that will make for a new and better ending to your story. And any day you choose, you can start something new. And this is most important, allow God, the finisher of your faith, to help you complete what He called you to start. That's powerful, guys. It's powerful because God is the finisher of our faith. He is the Alpha and Omega, and He has a plan for you. But what happens is, specifically as entrepreneurs, is that we get in our own way. And what I mean by that is that we want things to look the way we want them to look. Remember, eyesight versus insight. And really, we all have to develop and maintain important habits and moving forward in the starting of whatever we're doing, because they trigger the right behaviors. And the bottom line is you've got to start. So if you're at a place in your business where you're hitting this wall, and this is really the key of where I coach people, is where they've hit this wall, or maybe they've had some success, or they've had a title and maybe they've lost a title, or they're not seeing the level of success that they see around them, is helping them to rediscover and understand what it means to build a God-centered business, because it's not about looking left and right. It's about your own personal journey. So that was a little bit about starting. Let's talk about stopping. We all have things in our life that God is calling us to stop. And in this book, it says, what does God want you to want? And based on what He wants you to want, what does God want you to stop? Does He want you to stop worrying? Does He want you to stop comparison? Does He want you to stop focusing on a particular type of client? Does He want you to stop concerning yourself with everyone else's journey and focus on the journey that He has called you to? So what are those things that He wants you to stop? All right. And then the last thing that I want to talk to you about is staying. And the point about staying is, the more that God wants to use you, the more likely you will be tempted to quit. And because you decide to stay, because you put your story in God's hands, it will be infinitely better than any story you could have written because it's His story. So what I want to leave you with before I go answer my door of my hotel room, because somebody's clearly buzzing and it's probably one of my kids, is what does God want you to start? What does He want you to stop? And what does He want you to keep doing? And I want to drop that in your spirit and let you think on that a little bit. I want to ask you to do 3 things. And these are the 3 things that I've been asking you daily if you've been tuning in to do. And number 1 is, if this resonates with you, give me a thumbs up, a smiley face, a heart, whatever. I just want to know I'm bringing you value with this idea of success God's way. The second thing is, if you find this helpful for someone you know, please feel free to share it. And the third thing is, please go to my community that I'm creating called Success God's Way. It's a Facebook group. You'll find me. And subscribe. Add yourself or request to be added so that you can catch up on all of these great details and insight that I'm providing. And I'm going to go answer my door, but I hope you guys found this helpful, and I'll see you tomorrow.